through why the season wasn't great for you guys, but any small consolation in that? That was pretty impressive.
Oh, we played some good footy. I mean, it was one of those. Yeah, we'll sit down the next few weeks, and we sit here at I think we're likely to finish 12th. We've won 12 games. We sort of started the season pretty well in terms of, given the availability issues we had a really poor month in the middle of the year, and then finished the season pretty well as well. But at the end of it, this comp's that even. We end up for a reason, and unfortunately for us, we bow out, and 8 teams go on. But a lot of positives for us, and a lot for me to look forward to. Really excited about next year. The growth in some of our players has been significant. So guys like Miller tonight, and for the whole season, Greenwood's played 22 games, as a genuine mid. Dude, who didn't play tonight, has had a fantastic year. Galucci hit the board, but he's just looking more and more comfortable at the level. We've introduced Murphy, Paholke, guys that didn't play tonight but have had a taste of footy. So that, with the quality of players we know we've got, really makes me keen to get on to 2019, to be honest.
And even Himmelberg didn't look too out.
Yeah, it was good to give him a taste as well. It's always it's good to expose a young player to the game so he gets a feel for what it looked like. But he's performed really well. He sort of, as you say, didn't look out of place at all. So it's good for him to get a taste.
You're proud of the way the boys actually stood up tonight?
Yeah, it's always a challenge when you're in essence playing for nothing, in terms of from a result viewpoint. But they're a proud group, and they wanted to finish the year really strongly. It's important you finish the year strongly as well, because it just gives you that confidence, belief that we are a good footy team, and we're not going to be there this year. But there's enough to work with to get ourselves back there, into that finals really quickly.
And, what do you make of JJ's 7 goals?
Yeah, he had a really good night. It was coming down there a bit, so he got on the end of a few. But he's had a really good year for us, to be honest. He's developed as a player, he's developed as a person around the footy club, and been really happy with his year. So he's been one of 4 guys that's played every game. So his durability has been outstanding.
Is he more aggressive now?
What's that?
Is he more aggressive now?
Oh, I think he's adding to his game all the time in a variety of areas. He's. And it's not always about hitting the scoreboard for him. It's a lot of the other things that he does as well. So he's a guy I look at it and go, he's made some steps forward this year, which was really pleasing for him and pleasing for the team.
Not that you'll be upset by it. I mean, you've won by 104 points, but what does it say when you actually lose the inside 50 count?
Oh yeah,
it's one of those.
It was a bit of a strange one, because I think it was we were probably scoring quite efficiently when it went in. So, often in a game of footy, it'll go in and you might struggle to score. It'll come back out, and you'll end up with these repeat entries. I don't know how many Carlton probably had tonight, but obviously they had more than us. But we just were super efficient. I don't know what we ended up with, but probably 50 entries for 35 shots or something. It was it was pretty significant that way, which just means you're not needing the volume to score.
Don, JJ might have kicked 7, but Jake Kelly kicked 1.
Yep.
Tell us a bit about that snag.
Yeah, well, it's actually interesting, because we've been talking about playing Jake forward all year. It's one of those ones that comes up and saying we've got a guy that's got elite running, competitive guy that we know tackles and could put really good pressure on, and we just saw an opportunity in the last quarter to push him forward. And I was aware he hadn't kicked a goal before, so it was almost like, here's your chance if you want to get down there, see what you can do. So when he got it, was it's always an exciting moment when a guy kicks his first goal.
Can Wayne play more midfield next year? Sorry.
Yeah, well, again, we gave him a bit of a look in there tonight, and I think he can really develop into a guy that can give us that flex. I mean, he's played, he's a 3-year player, and he's now played back, mid, forward, bit of wing time. So he's developing into a really good player. So we think he can, in time, spend some minutes through the midfield, whether he's a full-on midfielder or whether he can just go in there. I think it was good to give him some exposure in there tonight.
Who wins the premiership?
Yeah, you had to say Richmond's the favourite. When they're 20+ unbeaten at the MCG is a very good record. So, but I think what we're seeing is the comp. As I said, the comp is so even, and September's a new start. I mean, we were there last year, and you really get into you're playing for keeps. You say goodbye to 10 teams, and I think anything can really happen. And given the evenness of the comp, wait and see.
What's your priority during the trade period?
Well, we'll get organised with our list at the moment. We obviously, from a draft viewpoint, we sit with 3 picks inside the top 20 at this stage. and that, I'll leave that with our list management and our recruiting staff to decide how the best way to use those picks would be. And from a trade viewpoint, we've recontracted the majority of the guys we want, so we've done a lot of the work. We've got a couple of guys that will be keen to recontract, out of the end of the season. So we've had those conversations with them. So, but in terms of the guys we've re-signed, Seaman was probably the last major one that we were waiting on. So that got done on Friday. So that again gives us a really solid base to go in. We're not sort of heading into the trade period sort of with a whole range of things on the table.
Any more on that mission, government?
No. Thanks, guys.
Guys, appreciate it.